Coach Schuman here. It's great to have you guys back again. We're going to go into another coverage. Today I mapped it out for you completely. It's cover three. And so cover three basically means three deep. Okay, as you'll see here, the corner will drop deep third. Free safety drops deep third. And the other corner drops D third. Now, this is basic cover three. There's a lot of different ways you can play that. That's where obviously coaching comes in. But this is based to cover three, 4 under. So you have the strong safety that could start from the hash and roll down to play that seam flat area. 2 to 3 to the ball, which is when you count 2 to 3. And I'll go over that in a second, but you have the Sam linebacker, and people play these positions differently sometimes. Sometimes you put the Sam in the box and the Will outside. It depends on how you play it. I'm actually more of a Will out of the box kind of person than a Sam, but this is out of the 4-3, so the 4-3 defense essentially becomes a 4-4 when you're playing cover three. So whether you start them up both high and roll them to cover three, or they actually start out in cover three, you're going to get the same effect from a play standpoint. You're just disguising your coverage, okay? And disguising your coverage is real important. So 4 under 3 deep, the Sam linebacker, or Will, depending on how you play it, is a seam to flat player. So this is the seam, okay, to flat. So we're reading 2 to 3. So 3 is essentially in the backfield here in the 2x2 set. 2x2 set. So we're reading 2 to 3. So once that Sam linebacker, or on the other side, the strong safety, if 2 declares right into the flat area, he's going to play that over the top. His responsibility is essentially 10 to 12 yards in from a coverage standpoint. 10 to 12 yards in. We're stealing anything that comes into that window, and then we're playing through to the flat. Hook to curl, same exact thing. 10 to 12 yard drop for the Will and the Mike. Anything comes, and any crossers, they get hands on first on crossers and then drop in cover three. Okay, so those are important things to understand from a cover three standpoint. Now, the gap responsibilities depends on what type of defense you play, so you don't have to worry about it. But the easiest way to understand it is the underneath players are first level defenders. Okay, first level defenders. Any person that comes into the area, we always say in zone, we play man-to-man through your zone. So this hook to curl area. So if no one shows in this hook to curl area for the Mike or the Will, they'll push this hook and into the curl area. Okay, and essentially be in this kind of space right here and then rally to the football. So that's the underneath. That's the first level defenders. The second level defenders, okay, second level defenders, which are the corners and the safety, no matter what the alignment is. So we like to play our guys always starting at 6 to 7, and then they would turn and run if a guy clears into their area. But they have basically 10 to 12 yards all the way through to the end zone in that deep third, carrying everything through their zone. So if someone was to run a post, they would carry them. If this person came all the way across, they would carry them through the zone. Depending on what the free safety has, they may squeeze completely all the way across and stay with it. If the person declares vertical, obviously they have them. From a free safety standpoint, they're reading 2 out to 1. So the way that you read it from cover 3 for the corners, they're looking through to get their run pass read. Once they get their pass read, they're reading 1 to 2. So if 1 declares down inside, they're immediately looking for 2 coming back outside. Okay, so this would be essentially, I'll just kind of write it over here. This would be the number 1 receiver, and this would be the number 2 receiver. That's how we look at it. Okay, from a standpoint, from a coverage standpoint. Okay, now that's how the corner would handle it. So if anything goes away from them, they're looking for something coming back. If it declares right away, vertical, that's they're obviously playing it. The free safety has the toughest job if This is obviously why people want to run 4 verticals against cover 3, because if you run 4 verticals against cover 3, okay, essentially you can have a situation where the free safety is in the bind splitting the two, because the corner will be out here, this corner will be out here, and the free safety has to split, which is why 4 verticals is effective. So what you want to make sure you do, from a standpoint, if you ever get 4 verticals, is the hook to the seam to flat player has to get hands on. Essentially, if nothing show, they're reading 2 to 3 anyway. And if 2 declares vertical, they get hands on now, potentially taking them off their path. So it's not as difficult for the free safety. He's still in the bind. Now the free safety's reading 2 out. Okay, so he's got to feel 2 on both sides. If he feels a declaration here, he would play that. That's his tougher scenario right there. You get something like that. The corner would squeeze because number 1 declares, he would have number 2, and then the free safety would play number 2. Okay, so that's the easiest way to understand cover 3. If you have any questions, please reach out to me anytime. You can reach out to me. Please, smash that subscribe button. Smash the like button. We'll keep giving you more videos, especially if athletes, you guys are stuck at home. This is how you can learn the game real quick and start to understand the basic rules of coverage. That's cover 3.